Published 0737 EDT, the 6th of September 2017. Updated 0809 EDT, the 6th of September 2017. The embers of the Philippe Coutinho transfer saga that dominated Liverpool's summer haven't quite turned to ash yet, but already there are sparks surrounding another key man's Anfield future, which typifies the ongoing balance of power between players and teams. Liverpool are now at an impasse in contract talks with midfielder Emre Can. With only 10 months left on his deal, the sticking point is not over money, but a release clause, the absence of one in the 5-year contract Coutinho signed in January meant he and Barcelona had very little wiggle room as they tried to maneuver away to the Nou Camp, leaving Liverpool to duly shun every offer from the La Liga club. Emre Can wants a release clause inserted into any new deal he signs at Liverpool. Can has made a magnificent start to the season with Liverpool so far this campaign. He has improved hugely under Jurgen Klopp and looks set for a key role at Anfield this season, yet it would be unfair to say Can has learned from Coutinho's oversight. After all, it was a release clause in his Bayer Leverkusen contract that worked to his and Liverpool's advantage in 2014 when he moved to Anfield for £9.75 million. Now, at 23, Can is negotiating terms which will see him enter the prime years of his career. Regardless of how these talks end, on current form it would take something remarkable to usurp him from the starting lineup, even if competition for places is fiercer with Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain's arrival. The Germany international has started magnificently with 2 goals in 4 games and a performance arguably as good as any he has ever produced in a red shirt during the 40 win over Arsenal. Early signs suggest Can could finally, on a regular basis, fulfill the potential which has been glimpsed throughout his time to date at Liverpool. His first campaign in England, under Brendan Rodgers, was spent predominantly at right-back, a position he has regularly filled in his 17 international appearances for Germany. But as part of Klopp's midfield three, he is flourishing alongside captain Jordan Henderson and Gini Wijnaldum. Klopp had been at Liverpool for less than 2 months when, at a December 2015 press conference, he outlined how he wanted more consistency from Can. He's very young. He's 21, but he doesn't look like it, Klopp said with a grin, referring to the maturity of Can's appearance, before making his salient point. Sometimes in his game he looks 18, that's the truth. He speaks the same language as me, so I can talk more to him. That's a problem for him. He's a pretty good player and I like working with him. Emre, like every young player with big talent, they have to learn. Can's time at Liverpool since then has not been without difficult moments. His form in January last season epitomized the overall downturn of the team, but he heeded Klopp's words. He is only becoming more important to his manager, yet these negotiations are not something Liverpool can afford to get wrong. There is more on the line than just Can's future. The power struggle between clubs and players seemed to shift back to the employers in the last transfer window, with Liverpool's stubbornness over Coutinho one of several examples. But if they renege on their insistence of keeping a release clause out of Can's deal, it will not only be noted by Europe's elite teams but also set a precedent for future negotiations with other key players and unquestionably weaken the stance. Can's performance against Arsenal was arguably his best in 3 years at Liverpool. If Can doesn't sign a new deal, he can negotiate with foreign teams from January. Philippe Coutinho wanted to join Barcelona but was hindered by the lack of a release clause, with Roberto Firmino heading to the halfway point of his Liverpool deal and his form excelling. Talks over an extension must surely be on the horizon, and while Can already knew first first-hand the benefits of a release clause before Barcelona's Coutinho pursuit. The whole episode will only have underlined to Liverpool senior staff how significant avoiding one is for the future. A reasonable suggestion is that a compromise could come with a substantially increased wage packet for Can. But one thing is certain: if Liverpool include a release clause, it will only hamper them in the future.